What's good, Eagles fans? Y'all are tuned into another dose of Chalk It Up, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to chalk it to the game. So, as you can see, I got my Sixers jersey on, but this video isn't about the Sixers. This video is about the Philadelphia Eagles, you guys. But more importantly, and more specifically, this video is about Rodney McLeod. Now, Rodney McLeod has been having a career year as a Philadelphia Eagle, in my humble opinion. I believe he has. I know it's been going significantly unnoticed, especially with having a 3-4-1 record. It's not really the sexiest thing to really look at. But the Philadelphia Eagles, Rodney McLeod, is having a career year, especially in pass coverage. He's just been everywhere on defense. But let's talk about it. Let's just put the numbers on the board and let's just really get down to the nitty-gritty. So Rodney McLeod, through 8 games this year, he has only allowed 81 yards. 81 yards. That means whenever the ball's coming his way, and this is through 8 games, it's some DBs that allow 81 yards in a game. But so far through 8 games, he has only allowed 81 yards total. Let's continue. He has 7 pass deflections, 1 interception, 2 fumble recoveries. He is giving quarterbacks a 45.7 quarterback rating when targeted in coverage. Quarterbacks are not accurate when aiming at Rodney McLeod. Let's be honest, if he would have gave up that Evan Ingram play in the Giants game, we would not be having this conversation. I would not be having this conversation with you guys right now. If Rodney McLeod would have allowed Evan Ingram to catch that ball, because Evan Ingram dropped it. But I digress. That's another week. That's 2 weeks ago, as a matter of fact. We're long gone. We're long removed from that game, and we managed to pull out the win. But Rodney McLeod, so far, 7 pass deflections, 1 interception, 2 fumble recoveries, giving quarterbacks a 45.7 passer rating when targeted in coverage. Only allowed 1 touchdown through 8 games, and he has 1 defensive touchdown. We all saw what happened in that Cowboys game. T.J. Edwards forced the fumble. Rodney McLeod took it to the house. So, Rodney McLeod, I must give you your flowers, my brother. I must, because a lot of people were down on you earlier this year. A lot of people did not think you would be capable of filling Malcolm Jenkins' shoes. But let's be honest, you've been your own man. You've been your own person, your own player. You've just been very vocal, very dominant on defense. You've been the leader on defense, without a doubt. You know, I've been watching the NFL films, and you know how they got the audio from the games, and they mic up the players and all that. And Rodney McLeod has just been so vocal, especially in that Giants game. He was just so active on defense, trying to make sure everybody knew where they needed to be. You know, he was just in everybody's ear, like, you know, stay on it. We winning this game. Stay on it. Stay focused. And I gotta respect Rodney McLeod for just being the leader he needs to be during these dark times as a Philadelphia Eagle. We all know the Philadelphia Eagles, honestly, from top to bottom, has really been doing too well, mainly on offense. The defense, in my opinion, has been playing fairly well. The defense has been playing good enough to win games. It's just that some games, the offense is not putting up enough points, and the defense got to pick up the slack. And there's some games where the defense can't stop a nosebleed, and the offense has to just, go berserk. But the bottom line is, if the offense puts up enough points early, the defense won't have to stress and struggle later on. It's just that simple as common sense. But the defense has been able to acclimate to that. Even though our record is 3-4-1, it's not sexy, like I said, but the Philadelphia Eagles have been able to, and particularly the defense, and mainly Rodney McLeod, has been able to be productive, been able to limit the damage. The DBs have been limiting the damage. We have not been allowing many deep balls at all season. I think we've only allowed 1 pass over 40 yards all year. So what does that tell you about the Eagles DBs? In particular, the safeties, those guys. They aren't allowing anything to get past them. You know what I'm saying? Again, Rodney McLeod only allowing 81 yards throughout the whole season, not averaging per game. He's allowed only 81 yards throughout the entire season when targeted. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. Like I said, Rodney McLeod's having a career year as a Philadelphia Eagle. It can't be understated. It really can't. And then when you compare it to his 2019 season, which is he played all 16 games, which I commend him for, because the 2018 year he was injured. But the 2019 year played all 16 games. Now, in 2020, he's been targeted 23 times. In 2019, he was targeted 32 times. So you can make an argument that he's been targeted much more this year, and he's been targeted at a higher rate this year, because already through 8 games, he has 23 targets. By that logic, he's on pace to have 46 targets in this season. Whereas though last year he only had 32. So quarterbacks are really trying to take advantage of him because they think he's unable to do the job. It's just that simple. He's being targeted way more this year. Why is that? Why is that? He's 30 years old. Why would he be targeted more this year? Because people feel like the Eagles DBs, in particular the safeties, are weaker this year. Because we moved Jalen Mills back there. We lost Malcolm Jenkins. You know what I'm saying? So people think we're not as strong back there when it comes to the safeties. But RODNEY McLEOD has been stepping up. And I also think another reason why he's getting more targets is because he's in the free safety spot rather than the strong safety spot like he was last year. So, you know, RODNEY McLEOD, in my opinion, has really been stepping up. He's only allowing a 39% completion percentage for quarterbacks when targeted. When targeted. They're 9 for 23 when targeted towards RODNEY McLEOD. They can't connect with their wide receivers. They just can't. Only allowing 81 yards, like I said. So I'm really proud of RODNEY McLEOD because a lot of people had doubts of whether or not he'll be able to keep up. His speed and his coverage has always been a question. Mainly his speed has always been a question because, again, he's older and he's not a fast guy, period. But he's only allowing on average 9 yards per completion and about 3.5 yards per target. Again, only 1 touchdown given up. The dude is legit, man. The dude's been stepping up, and we have to give him credit, Philly. Again, I understand that this Eagles season has not been sexy, but we got to give the guy RODNEY McLEOD credit. It's just that simple, man. Look, we have a bye week. The Eagles need to really do some soul searching this week. The Eagles really need to get their minds right. In particular, the coach and the quarterback. But RODNEY McLEOD, the safety for the Eagles, the DBs for the Eagles, they've been stepping up. And let's be honest, they haven't been giving any favors. They've been dealing with short field after short field after short field after short field. Their backs have been pushed against the wall constantly because of turnovers. And those DBs have been stepping up. RODNEY McLEOD has been stepping up. He has. Now, when it comes to tackles, I mean, so far he has 46 combined tackles, 31 solo, 15 assisted. So that's good for a safety. So far through 8 games, he's on pace to have, 92 tackles? 46 or 40? Yeah, he's on pace to have 92 tackles so far. He's on pace to have that. That's a good year. That's a good year. As a matter of fact, he's on pace to have a career year in tackles. The most tackles he's had in a season is 83. And that was his 2016 season with the Eagles. His first season with the Eagles. 83 combined tackles, 72 solo. So he was a beast that first year with the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, that was our Super Bowl year, 2016 going into the 2017 year. That was a Super Bowl year. So he had a career year. You know, can't take nothing away from him. But, you know, this year he's having a career year, just, you know, all across the board. I have to give RODNEY McLEOD credit. I have to. So that's all I have for you guys. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the content. I'm so grateful, man. Y'all was tuned in to Chalk It Up, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. I'm your humble host, Tone DeShields II. One love, y'all. Fly, just fly.